What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, to discuss the 2023 BET Awards that aired last night on BET, VH1, BET Her, and Nickelodeon. Did you guys watch the BET Awards? Let me know down in the comment section below, you guys. And before we go ahead and talk about the award show, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then do me a solid favor, you guys, and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning your post notifications on, and sharing the video. And with that out of the way, you guys, without further ado, let's discuss the 2023 BET Awards, shall we? All right, you guys, so this award show is going to be a lot different than what we typically do because y'all know every year we discuss who hosted the BET Awards, what I thought about the hosts of the BET Awards, the performances, and the awards that were presented, right? This year was a little bit different, right? You guys know, and I'm thinking the reason why they didn't have a host is because of the Writers Guild strike that they currently are having right now. And, the writers were definitely needed for this simulcast last night, right? But yeah, let's talk about it. So, I first want to start up with the pre-show, because I was watching the pre-show. Here's the one thing that I want to say I've noticed about the BET Awards over the last, I would say, the last 4 to 5 years or so. You don't see very many actual celebrities there anymore, right? You see these Insta-famous people, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you just see a lot of Insta-famous people. You see a lot of reality TV stars there. I know Karen Huger from Potomac was there. I know Wendy was at the BET Awards. I know Candace was there. Natalie Nunn and her chin were there. So there were a lot of Insta-famous people, as well as a lot of reality TV stars. So I don't know honestly, what I will say about the BET Awards last night, it was, for me, I enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed tweeting about it last night. I had a really good time with tweeting about it. But I will say, for me, with the BET Awards, it doesn't feel like what I used to watch when the BET Awards first started in the early 2000s, right? In the early 2000s, you would get all the black celebrities there, right? You would have Beyonce, Jay-Z, Rihanna, Chris Brown, the actors and the actors, like for us, A-list actors, actresses. I mean, I remember 2004, I think it was 03, when Monique first hosted the BET Awards. Man, like, early BET Awards, you had the who's who in Black Hollywood, right? Today, you don't really get them, right? And I don't know if that speaks more towards the people or if it speaks more towards the award show, right? Because, I mean, now the award show, people love to call it the EBT Awards, right? But it kind of does give, and I know the BET Awards was created for us, by us, to celebrate us, and I still love that. The BET Awards, it's not bad. It was a little ghetto, but like I said, nonetheless, I did have a good time. What I will say is, with the BET Awards, can we please get back onto some time frame, right? Because a three-hour show is just too long for me. Like, I tweeted this last night. Can we go back to the pandemic version of the BET Awards when Amanda Seales hosted? Because when Amanda Seales hosted the BET Awards in 2020, it started at 7, and when it was scheduled to end, that show ended right then when it was scheduled to end. Last night, it did not. It was supposed to end at 10:30 last night, my time. I don't think that award show went off until almost damn near 11 o'clock. So if it was almost 11 o'clock my time, I know on the East Coast, it was almost midnight. Like, what the hell? Like, we got to get up and go to work in the morning. And my black ass was tired, right? So, back to the show. Now, can we talk about the pre-show real quick? So, I didn't really watch all of the pre-show, but I caught some of it, right? Now, I don't know if that person who was behind in the control room, if they still had their job today, because at one point, Trick, Norier, I forget who else was on that stage during the pre-show, but at one point in the pre-show, they was asking them a question about hip-hop, and all I heard was, motherfucker this, fuck shit. And motherfucker, I was like, and nobody bleeped it. I was like, so y'all not gonna bleep and blur that? Oh, wow. I know the FCC is gonna charge the fuck out of y'all asses. And then, speaking of, going back, since we don't have a host, it was very evident that there was no host, right? Because at certain points in the show, there were awkward pauses. Like they would come back, like they came back from, at one point, they came back from a commercial. You could see everybody just walking around. And I was like, so ain't nobody gonna come up to the microphone and say, coming to the stage is, next up is so and so to present, or next up is so and so to perform. Didn't happen. And we were sitting there for a good few seconds. Not even seconds. I think it was a good minute or two that we just sat there. There were a few times in the show where it was just an awkward pause. I was like, so nobody's gonna say anything. No transitions. Like the transitions were just not there last night. And it was very evident. Then on top of that, what the hell was the dress code? Because I saw so many different outfits in that audience. Some people were covered up. Some people let it all hang out. I was like, oh my God. You know, the BET Awards is like a family reunion. And baby, that was a family reunion like none other, right? Because like I said, there were so many different dress codes. And I just didn't understand what the fuck I was looking at. Like, I truly did not understand what I was looking at, you guys. But that's all I want to talk about right there. Let's go ahead and just talk about the awards, you guys, shall we? Let's pause here and talk about the awards. All right, you guys, so for this to be an award show, they give out more awards off camera than they do on camera. Because this year, not including the Lifetime Achievement Award, they gave out 6 awards this year. I think that might be more than what they did last year, or about the same, right? So it's an award show, but we only get 6 awards through the show and a whole slew of fucking performances, right? So I'm not going in any particular order of the awards. I do know that the first award was, I believe the first award was presented by Ray J and Princess from Love and Hip Hop Miami, and they let it be known that Love and Hip Hop Miami will be premiering next month. I think it's August the 14th on VH1 instead of MTV. So they presented for Video Director of the Year, and that award went to Teyana Taylor. So Teyana Taylor was not there to accept her award. So her mama got on the stage with a whole bunch of other people, right? Now, one thing I will say about Teyana Taylor's mama looked the fuck good, right? So mama was about to accept the award. She was like, you know what? Nah, I ain't finna do this. So she took her phone out and opened it and called Teyana. Then she flipped that motherfucker around. And at one point, you could see that it said that the Wi-Fi service was weak. I was like, oh my God. Baby, if this ain't about the ghettoest shit I've ever saw in my life. I was like, you know what, girl? I ain't got no problems with it. Do you, right? So the next person that won is for Best New Artist, and that went to Coco Jones, right? I love Coco Jones. I love seeing her on Bel Air as Hillary Banks. I don't remember who presented that award. I don't know. I know at one point Justin Combs was up there, but I don't know if that was him that presented it. I don't remember. I know it. Oh, I think it was Justin who presented that. I think that was Justin. I'm not positive, but I think it was Justin. So the next award was presented by the cast of Sisters, minus I forget how you pronounce her name, but the girl that plays Karen. So Novi was there, Crystal Renee Hazlitt was there, KJ was there, and Mion was there. So they presented for Best Female Hip Hop Artist, and that award went to none other than Lotto. Now here's the question. Again, we stuck in the ghetto. Lotto. Baby, Lotto took one of her heels off and she threw the heel on the ground. Mind you, she had the other heel on. I was like, girl, what was the purpose in taking the heels off? Were your feet hurting? You should have wore some sensible shoes. And I mean, just saying, right? Let's dial back to the presenters, the cast of Sisters. Now, they said that there was that the teleprompter was there, but it wasn't on. So what the fuck was KJ stumbling over? Because KJ was clearly stumbling over her words, and I was like, KJ, baby, I want you to spit it out. Like, let's spit it out. Let's spit it out. So the next award, it was presented by two people from that show that has the new show with Dion Cole in it, and they were presenting the BET Her Award, and that award went to Beyonce. So you guys know how I feel about Beyonce. You guys know that I love Beyonce down, right? Why do we keep giving Beyonce awards for a show that she doesn't come to? She doesn't. She never. She. I don't even know the last time Beyonce showed up to the BET Awards and even acknowledged the BET Awards. I even tweeted this last night. Does Beyonce even take those awards? Because y'all gave Beyonce two awards in this night, and I was like, does she accept them? Does Beyonce accept them? Because I don't know if she accepts them. The next award was for, what was it for? The I think it might have been Best International Act first. I don't know, but Burna Boy won that. Burna Boy wins it every year, don't he? Damn near. Burna Boy wins. I need to go check out his music because I be looking at those international acts every year, and I be like, I want to check them out, but I've never gotten around to it. And then the last award that was presented was Viewers' Choice Award, which went to Beyonce. I was like, oh, another award for Beyonce. Another award for Beyonce, who is Terrence, I think, who, no. Tigger. Tigger presented that one. Tigger presented that one. He said, we all know Beyonce is on tour. You sure the fuck right. So who the fuck presented the award for Best International Act? I don't remember who presented that award, but yeah, that's it, you guys. That's all the awards that we got besides the tribute. Like, the fuck? So yeah, let's pause here and talk about the performances, shall we? All right, you guys. So the performances, it was so many god dang on performances last night that I don't. Y'all know typically I'll tell y'all who performed what and what songs they performed. Then it happened in this year. So, because you guys know this award show was celebrating 50 years of hip hop, right? So they had so many artists from back in the day, and they didn't get to perform. They performed snippets of their songs, but the newer artists performed whole sets. And I was like, but y'all are celebrating hip hop, but we ain't getting a lot from the old school artists. We got to listen to the opening. Here's what I found. I'm not talking to you. The opening act was Lil Uzi Vert. I was like, girl, what the fuck is this? I didn't listen. I couldn't tell you nothing about that performance. Only thing I can tell you about that performance was I was ready for it to end because I was like, get him off this stage. Then when that fool put that ski mask over his face, I was like, what was the purpose in putting a ski mask on? I was thoroughly confused. So then we started the hip hop tribute. So we first had the Sugar Hill Gang, MC Lyte came out, D Nice performed. And I was like, I didn't even know D Nice could rap. Sounded good, right? And then Big Daddy came. So after that, the next performance was Lotto. Can we speak on Lotto real quick? So I want to say this, and I want people to hear me when I say this. I like Lotto. I really do. I fucks with Lotto. But granted, I know Lotto do a lot of bouncing and jiggling on stage, right? And I don't have an issue with that. What I had an issue with was the fact that the backing track, you could hear that over her. Then, at one point, Lotto's lips stopped moving. I was like, girl, you ain't even trying to fake that you are lip syncing. Because I mean, she was just up there just a dancing. And I'm like, girl, I know you out of breath. Because you could look at it until she was out of breath. But again, I fucks with Lotto. That performance, however, no. So then the next person that performed was Coco Jones, and Coco came out there and sang the house down. That was like one of, besides the hip hop tribute, besides the hip hop performances, that was my favorite performance that I saw last night, which was Coco Jones, right? So is his name Divido, whatever the hell his name is? I don't know him like that, but he performed. Then the Migos came out. I was so happy to see the Migos, and it was Offset. It was Offset and Quavo, and I was so happy to hear it. I believe they did Bad and Bougie. I could be wrong, but they did a tribute to Takeoff, right? And I tweeted this last night. Like, all I can think about anytime that they do Bad and Bougie is I can think back to the BET Awards. I think it was 2018 when it was 2018. It was 2018 when they got into it with Joe Budden at the after party, and they were about ready to whoop him. And I think it was it I know it was Joe Budden. Who else was there with him? Was it Academics? Y'all let me know in the comment section below, you guys. So then after them, we had Trick and Trina. They did what did they do? I forgot what they did. You guys, I had some questions about Trina, but I think I'm gonna keep them questions to myself. Because when Trina came out there in that red jumpsuit, I was like, Trina, congratulations to you. If, congratulations to you on whatever. If you just gained weight, happy weight, or if you're expecting a baby, congratulations. Either way it go, right? Because I'm not finna say, but I know a lot of people were asking the question on Twitter, is Trina pregnant? I ain't got nothing to say about that. Uncle Luke came out there, Doodle Brown, like Uncle Luke. I fucks with Uncle Luke, right? Yeah, fucks with Uncle Luke. Then, after that, we had the Yin Yang Twins. I was like, damn. Yin Yang Twins came out. The next person that performed with them in that group was Chief Keef. Baby, what the fuck was Chief Keef rapping? Because, when Chief Keef came out, it was bleep, 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 bleep. Damn near everything was bleeped out. I was like, what are you saying in this song? Because everything was bleeped. I was like, damn, is that what the kids are? Jesus, I haven't gotten to the point where I say, is that what the kids are listening to today? And Bobby Shmurda was there too, right? So the next performance was Doechii. I don't know much about Doechii, so I can't really speak on her because Annette, where the hell it come from? Oh God, it must have come from either the patio or the front door. Jesus the Christ. Because there are always gnats in the hallway for some odd reason. The next person that performed, Glorilla. I like Glorilla, I really do. But some of these new girls, they don't have a lot of stage presence. I'm really noticing that. They don't have a lot of stage presence. But I did like the performance. It was just kind of like with Lotto, she wasn't really doing a whole lot of. I didn't see her. I didn't see much lip movements. I was thinking she was rapping to the track. So then next up we had Redman, Eric Sermon, and Keith Murray, you guys. Then after that we had Kid Capri, Mad Lion, Patra, Dougie Fresh, and Lil Vicious. We're gonna talk about Dougie Fresh in just a minute. So after that we have Mad Skills, Ice Spice, Warren G, Yo-Yo, YG, and Tyga. And then the last performance that we had was Busta Rhymes when he did, a collection of his right. So that's that. And then you guys, the last thing that I want to talk about is, so they did a tribute of, they did like all hip hop dances, right? You had the Soulja Boy, you had Crank That Soulja Boy, you had Lean With It, Rock With It, you had Stanky Leg, which is a D-Town thing. Bitch on why? Do the stanky leg and do the stanky leg. That's my shit, right? Baby, I know somebody who wasn't there, and I tweeted this. I'm like, I know she in her van, her Scooby-Doo van, pissed off. Kaya. Because Kaya had the Kang Wang. Kang Wang, is that how you pronounce it? That song was a big hit. Like, we danced to that back when I was in college. So I was like, y'all could have invited Kaya, even though I don't like her. Dougie Fresh. What kind of Dougie was that? Like, that Dougie Fresh did. I was like, sir, that's not the dance. Just letting you know, that ain't the moves. But hey, it is what it is, right, you guys? So let's pause here and talk about these tributes. Oh, sweet Jesus. All right, you guys, so like I said earlier, BET awarded Busta Rhymes with the Lifetime Achievement Award, right? And very much so deserving. He definitely deserves. Busta has, done so. He's, like when you think about hits, Busta got so many hits, right? He's worked with Mariah. He's worked with Janet. He's worked with us like so many people, and I loved his speech. Right, his speech was a little long, but I absolutely loved his speech. He was talking. He was telling about how when he got let go from his group, what he did, right? How he went to the studio, and he got some. He would go get the weed, and come back with the White Owl. He would sit there. He would get in the booth. He would talk to Mona them and Violator. He just basically hustled, right? Because he had a son that he had to feed, so he was gonna do what he had to do, right? And so I loved his speech, right? And I loved how he told the young people, basically, stop with these stupid, childish ass beefs. Stop it. Get to the talent. Get to the music. And I respected that. So like I said earlier, Busta definitely came out and he did his own tribute to himself doing his music. And I had a good time watching it, right? The one tribute that I watched that I was really disappointed by and really pissed off at was the tribute to Tina Turner. I thought it was incredibly disrespectful. So Patti LaBelle came out, and this is no slight, no shade to Patti, right? Patti is a legend in this game. Not somebody that I'm a big fan of, but I just did not like how Patti came out there. It was so tacky. It was so disrespectful. So she came out there to tribute to Tina Turner, right? She's doing Simply the Best. And Patti didn't know the fucking words to the song. Patti was more like, you can see what Patti put all of her attention into. Her outfit, her makeup, her hair. Patti didn't give one iota of a fuck about that goddamn song. She didn't know the lyrics to it. Here's my thing. Did y'all not do a dress rehearsal? Did you not run through that? Why didn't you take the time to sit down, listen to that song, have the lyrics in front of you, and memorize it before you went on that stage? You didn't just find out about this 2 weeks ago. You didn't just find out about this last week. They probably tapped you long ago. Because what? Tina's been dead what now? I don't even think it's been a month yet, right? But whenever Tina died, I saw it on Twitter. I remember on Twitter, somebody said that BET, you got enough time to plan out a good tribute to Tina Turner. That was not a good tribute to Tina Turner. That was a travesty. Like I felt so I thought it was so disrespectful. This is a legend. How do we desecrate her? Like, basically, that's what it felt like to me. We desecrated on her memory to come out here and perform one of her hits. Why not sing What's Love Got to Do with It? That is a song that everybody damn near should know, right? What's love got to do? I said got to do with it. What's love? Like, come on. The fact that Patti obviously didn't give a fuck. Because she's like, I'm trying, y'all. What? Girl, what? You're trying, y'all? I just didn't like it, you guys. I truly, truly did not like it. I thought it was like really, really disrespectful. I really thought it was disrespectful that she did not know the words to that song. The saving grace was that the backup singers knew the song. BET. This is a black woman who made major strides in the music industry, and we couldn't even honor her memory with someone who knew her song. So this is how much we think of Tina Turner. That's how much we think of Tina. Anna Mae Bullock. That's how much we think about her. I mean, I guess BET, if that's what if y'all felt okay with that, I didn't. Let me know what you guys think. But that is the BET Awards, you guys, of 2023. Overall, like I said, it was a ghetto mess, but I did have a good time. I did have a really good time on social media. I had a good time watching it. Again, I just want to know why these simulcasts are damn near 4 hours. Like, please, can we go back to, can we do at least 2 hours? Or can we at least start it earlier in the day? Like, for me, it starts at 7 o'clock. For the East Coast time, that's 8 o'clock at night. Can we at least go to 6 p.m. my time, 7 o'clock on the West Coast, on the 6 o'clock my time, right? That would be 7 o'clock on the East Coast side, and then on the West Coast side, if I say 6 o'clock, that means it'll start for y'all at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That sounds perfect to me. I don't know, because I just can't do 3 hours worth of a show. I'm old and I get tired. But let me know what you guys thought about the BET Awards. If you watched it, in the comment section below, subscribe to the channel, you guys. Turn your post notifications on and share the video. And until the next time, you guys, please stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one.